Ritika was a marketing executive in a tall glass tower of a company that believed in numbers more than people. She was sharp, efficient, and always on time. She had long ago stopped noticing faces on the street. One Tuesday evening, while driving back home, she stopped at a red light near a busy intersection. Her phone buzzed. It was her manager again, another urgent email. As she typed, something outside the window caught her eye. An old man sat on a bench near the signal. His clothes were torn, his beard thick and white. Next to him was a plastic bag, probably holding all that he owned. But that wasn't what caught her attention. It was the way he held a blanket, not wearing it, but wrapping it around a little girl who slept beside him. The girl was maybe 6, barefoot, thin, using his lap as a pillow. It was freezing outside, but he had taken off the blanket from his own back to cover the child. Ritika stared. The light turned green. People honked. She drove on. But something inside her didn't. That image, the old man shivering but covering the child, stayed in her mind like a paused video. That night, her apartment felt colder, not because of the temperature, but because of the silence of her heart. She sat with her laptop open, trying to work, but her mind drifted back to the man. Why did that moment bother me so much? She whispered to herself. The next day, she returned to that intersection. The man was still there. So was the child. This time, she didn't just stare. She parked nearby, walked up, and hesitantly asked, "Do you both live here?" The old man looked up, surprised, but smiled. "We live where the night allows us to," he said gently. "What's your name?" she asked. "Raghu," he replied. "And this is Minu, my granddaughter." "Where are her parents?" He looked down. "Gone, long ago. Fever took her mother. An accident took her father. Now it's just us and the sky." Ritika didn't know what to say. She fumbled in her bag and pulled out a 1,000-rupee note. "Please take this." But Raghu shook his head. "We are not beggars, madam, just travelers of a harder road." That sentence pierced her. She sat on the bench next to them. "I saw you give her your blanket yesterday." "She's a child," he said, as if it explained everything. "You must have been freezing," he chuckled. "I've known cold all my life. But if she shivers, I feel fire in my bones." Ritika stared at the man. He had nothing. No house, no job, no comfort. Yet he had compassion so pure it made her feel like a beggar for meaning. That night, she didn't just reflect. She acted. She contacted a shelter, a friend who worked in an NGO, and arranged for a clean, warm space for Raghu and Minu. When she returned the next evening and told him, he looked into her eyes and said, "Kindness doesn't need money. Just the courage to see others as ourselves." She walked away with tears in her eyes and warmth in her chest she hadn't felt in years. She began volunteering on weekends, not because she wanted to help the poor, but because she realized how much her own soul had been starving. Weeks passed. Raghu and Minu moved into a home run by the NGO. She visited them often, helped Minu enroll in school. One evening, as she brought them warm food, Raghu said something softly. "Thank you, madam, for the second blanket." She was confused. "I didn't bring one today," he smiled. "I mean the warmth you've given us." The world had gone cold. "You reminded me that even strangers can still be family." That night, Ritika wrote in her journal, "Compassion is not about giving what you have. It's about feeling what they feel and letting your heart respond before your head makes excuses." She never drove past that signal the same way again. Now, every face reminded her, that could be someone's grandfather, someone's child, someone who needs one moment of kindness to believe again. And so she became not just another face in the crowd, but the reason someone else smiled. You don't need to change the world, just warm one's soul. Because sometimes, one small act of compassion is the only light someone has left in their darkness.